Welcome back to part 2. In this section, we break down how Africa's population might look today without slavery and examine the lasting effects of colonization and policies that blocked industrial development. By making a few key assumptions, we explore several scenarios to show the scale of what was lost and what might have been possible. We want to find out the population of Africa today without slavery using 3 scenarios across a timeline from the 7th century year 650 AD to 2025. We derived our scenario using systems dynamics with the aid of AI. Scenario 1. This is considered the most conservative and unlikely estimate because it simply adds the lowest estimated number of people removed due to slavery, which is approximately 20 million, and combines that to the total population in Black Africa today. Under this assumption, the counterfactual African population in 2025 would be approximately 1.6 billion. Scenario 2 considered a more moderate estimate of 30 million people removed in total due to slavery. In this estimate, we consider the continent's long-run growth rate from 1700 onward to be slightly higher, modeled as an extra 0.05 percentage points per year. This modest growth boost compounds over centuries, so counterfactual African population in 2025 will be approximately 1.9 billion, roughly 300 to 400 million higher than the current 2025 figures. Scenario 3, considered to be the highest estimate of the 3 scenario and probably more accurate. In this scenario, we estimate a higher rate of removal of 40 million people across 1,000 years. The absence of slavery leads to a larger compounded growth advantage, modeled as an extra 0.15 percentage points per year. So, counterfactual African population in 2025 will be approximately 2.6 billion, about 1 billion higher than the current 2025 figures. When we model the most plausible scenario across this period, the demographic loss is profound, and the resulting damage to Africa's economic development is stark, enduring, and impossible to ignore. We base our calculations on the most plausible counterfactual population estimate of 2.6 billion, assuming slavery did not occur. Using this population baseline, we again examine 3 distinct scenarios. Scenario 1, if Africa had industrialized in parallel with Western Europe, the results suggest that its economy today would be approximately $112.2 trillion, reflecting the combined effects of a larger population base and earlier sustained industrial development. Scenario 2, if Africa had industrialized in parallel with China, our results indicate that its economy today would be approximately $35.9 trillion, reflecting a later but rapid industrialization path combined with a substantially larger population base. Scenario 3, if Africa had industrialized in parallel with the United States, our results indicate that its economy today would be approximately $233.0 trillion, reflecting sustained early industrialization combined with a vastly larger population base. All 3 scenarios would surpass the current largest economy in the world, the United States, which is estimated to have a GDP of approximately $30.6 trillion in 2025. So, without the 1,000 years of slavery and colonization, Africa's position would almost certainly sit within the range of all the scenarios in our calculation. In part 3, we identify 2 of the worst and 2 of the best African leaders in 2025, drawing directly from public opinion to explain why citizens praise or criticize their leadership. Africa's long-term development is fundamentally shaped by the quality of its leadership.